Alrighty, so I haven't been able to do a episode 4 review yet because, well, I've been stuck here at work. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I figured I'd give it a shot because I got quite a bit to say. There's going to be a better, well, I don't know about better, but there's going to be a different review that comes out. But I wanted to say a few things about episode 4 that just, it's one of those. It's sort of a showbreaker almost. I mean, they're all showbreakers, but the biggest thing that pops out to my head in this is this is supposed to be better. This is what people are calling better. That they've aged up the characters, and this storyline, the things they're doing with the characters, these are things that are being deemed better than the books by the people that are praising the show, which the praise for this show seems to be nowhere. There's no hype anywhere. There's unhype for it. Haha. But it's just dead. Nobody knows about it. I've talked to coworkers here. They've never heard of the show, and they've gone so far off that they're doing things that they can say, oh, we're adapting it, but they're not really, right? So they're like giving things like Moiraine telling Logain to train Rand. Well, they're going to say that's their adaptation of Lanfear having a certain Forsaken. If you haven't read this that far, bunny ears, earmuffs, that's like Lanfear having Asmodine, who won't be in the show, train Rand, right? But it's done so clunkily and dumb that it doesn't make any sense. We are to believe from episode 4 that all the events that are taking place are done by Moraine's hand. Moiraine has been excommunicated from the tower. She's been expelled. Why would they move Logain to Carheen? Why? Because she said so. They wouldn't. The last time we see her and Rand, what indication do we have that she sent Rand to Carheen? There is none, because she didn't. But we have to make Moiraine look like she is a 4D chess. She created the word 4D chess. It's her idea that 4D chess exists. It exists. It's her idea. She did it. Everything that's happening is from her, which is ridiculous. She is a world-class sprinter. Because who knows if she had a horse or not. Maybe I missed it. I need to watch the episode again. Pray for me. She just shows up on the front door of her home. And of course, her and her sister have their little thing. Who cares? Boring. Another boring episode with world-breaking implications at the end. The end, everybody's, if you haven't figured it out, we're just spoiling everything. If that's what you like about coming here. World-breaking implications at the end. We'll get there in a second because this isn't going to be a very long video. I just wanted to say a few things. Episode 4 is probably, I don't know, it could be the worst. We say that about everything, but I pretty much say every time it just keeps getting worse. Everything that comes out, it's worse. You think it can't get any worse, and it does, right? So you got all the Logain trash with Moiraine. Moiraine telling Logain that she'll let Logain kill himself. Give me a break. Who needs your permission to do anything? You're nobody. You're nobody in this world anymore. You act like an idiot. You've done everything wrong. Moraine's character has been just destroyed utterly, and they want you to believe as a viewer that first they think we're stupid as viewers, and that we should just believe when they tell us that she's really smart and controlling events. She's not. Secondly, I think Lan is probably one of the most destroyed characters, if not the most. The most stoic. He has the most stoic man, focused man. She pulled the bond away. They can't figure out if they were bonded, if they're not bonded, what their bond means. Moiraine threatens to force Lan's bond on Alana. And then we catch up to Lan peeing on a tree, having a luncheon with a bunch of characters that shouldn't even be in the show right now. We have 2 warders that have more lines than I swear. It's close. It's way too much. They have more lines than Matt and maybe more lines than Rand. Rand gets a lot of screen time, but it's a lot of screen time saying nothing. Again, same thing as season 1. He's there a lot doing jack crap because Rand's not the main character of the show. It's Leandrin and Alana, apparently 2 characters that are unimportant. They are unimportant, only to be overshadowed by the unimportance of her warders, who seem to get a bunch of time. Lan is pathetic, so we have to rip down one of the manliest people on the show. You know, it's quite obvious where he'd go if he was freed from Moraine's bond, which we know the implications of their bond being struck. A certain event is not going to happen now, obviously, because we have to have Moiraine on the screen, right? So Lan would go to Nynaeve, or Lan would go to the Blight and fight the Shadow. That's what he'd do. But no, Lan is not in this show, just like everybody else is not in this show. It's just names and places and stolen identities. You know, they do just enough of places and things to barely say, hey, see, we're trying to adapt it. Like the Moiraine telling Logain thing. It's instead of Lanfear telling Asmodean, right? Min is now a dark friend, guys. She's a dark friend. She made a deal with Ishmael. So now I talked to my brother about this. Now you can be tricked into being a dark friend. You don't have to take dark oaths. You don't have to, swear yourself to the dark. You can just do it by mistake. She made a deal with Leandrin. And because she made a deal with Leandrin, not knowing that she's, evil. I mean, all you got to do is look at her. You know she's evil. Not knowing she's evil, all of a sudden now she's made a pact with the dark. So now the dark one, issue, the used car salesman, whoever he is, now he feels that he can order her around. And Min, of course, hates her powers. That's not how it is. It's a little bit of a curse in the books, but she's used to it. It makes her sad sometimes because of the things, but most of the time she can't even interpret what she sees. We've screwed up that power too. We've screwed up everything, right? Min is now a dark friend. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then just because I'm running out of time, and we'll do a more in-depth video here later when I can get mad because I'm at work. I can't get too mad. People might come running. The end is just atrocious. Okay. First, Moiraine the ninja's into the room. Okay. Oh, and by the way, we just had a Fade show up so he could shoot fire at it. Tell me in the comments if you think that's balefire or not. Holy crap, if it is. Wow. So once again, Rand shoots strings at a Fade, or wasn't Rand's not always the one shooting strings, but Rand shoots strings at a Fade and it implodes. So I that could be this show's version of balefire. Who knows? Oh, by the way, Min agreed to basically kill anybody but Matt, because she's all of a sudden gooey over Matt. They're gonna fall in love, just like Egwene and Elaine are gonna fall in love. Maybe Perrin and Elias are gonna fall in love. That was the one chance for a good scene, but they've screwed it up with all the other Vision stuff with Hopper. That one Hopper scene was the one chance. They got close again, but they've screwed it up with all the other crap that they've had Perrin do. That it doesn't work. It's all muddled and confused. They keep giving Perrin powers. They have no idea what they're doing with Perrin. And Elias is another one of those. He's the best of the worst, I think. He doesn't bother me nearly as much as a lot of the other ones, but he definitely doesn't act how I wish Elias would act. But he's by far not the worst. Okay, back to Lanfear in Rand. So, of course, we have some weird. Every Rand scene has to end with some sort of sex, kissing, some awkward bull crap, right? And of course, this time now, Lanfear, not Celine, Lanfear, because they screwed that up. I'm not gonna, she ties him up and then announces that she's a monster too. Is she gonna try and kill him? Is that And don't forget, she said her old boyfriend was a piece of crap. So we're now doing the sympathetic villain thing with her too, right? Because she was mistreated. Is that what we're trying to get at? So I'm a monster too. And then Ninja Moiraine comes in, stabs her like stabbing a vampire through the back, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I told you we're going to get more Buffy the Vampire Slayer here, because that's what these writers do. They're terrible. So kills her, slits her throat, kills her again. right? She's dead. She's dead. No, she's not dead, because nobody can die in this show. They don't know how to do drama. They don't know how to do anything. Everybody that gets killed gets revived with some magical BS, right? But then it's even worse than that for me, because we've talked about it a bunch, and I got to wrap up here. We're going to do a longer one here. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you thought of episode 4. But it gets worse because she's incapacitated. She stabbed her. She slit her throat. She's laying on the ground. What would any thinking person do? What would a smart person do? Since Moiraine is so smart, would you run away? Would you run away and hide? No. You have a sword. You have a monster that's going to revive. What should you do? You cut its head off and you burn it. Problem solved. Even if it comes back alive, it's just going to be a head, or it's going to be a burned corpse. Nope, we don't do the smart things. We just tell you they're smart and they're idiots. There's a ton I missed, but like I said, I was just doing this quick on lunch at work. I had to get something because it was starting to bother me. Hopefully I get time in the next few days. I won't be working these 12-hour shifts, so hopefully I can do a more in-depth review here soon. But until next time, guys, thank you. Hang in there. We're going to keep watching these things and breaking them down. Go subscribe to the White Cloaks. Go subscribe to Amanda Manethrin. Go subscribe to Reporter Lifeform, Lady Balefire. Thank you to all my members. Salty Traveling Sea as well. Thank you to all my members. We're going to do a member chat about this too. And until next time, all hail the Lord Dragon. We'll catch you very, very soon. Thank you much.